Mona's cooking is something I've been familiar with now for, I would say, almost 25 years. Cooking, like her music, is an affinity, so it comes very naturally. And when we have an affinity, we are passionate about something. And she's passionate about food, and it comes through in the flavors, it comes through with the people around her dinner table, and it comes through in her parties with everybody enjoying finger-licking good food.
Hello, a big welcome to you.
Thank you. Finally, we've got around to doing this.
I know. Tell you.
It's taken me 4 months. Am I that bad?
No.
Hi, here's another episode of Good Food, and we've got a real foodie with us. She's Maliah, and Mona is completely nuts about cooking and tasting and enjoying herself.
Stupidly silly me.
Okay, why don't we move towards the cooking area,
Shall we?
And then we can keep chatting.
Great. I know, because we never stop talking and never get down to the food.
What's this? This looks interesting.
It's called shark's bite.
Oops,
Sounds horrible.
Shark's bite.
Okay, it's your ice, your pomegranate fresh juice,
Okay.
your ginger syrup, which is all of just ginger and sugar combined. And now I'm going to give this to you, Seema.
Where's the shark, my dear?
First you shake, rattle and roll, and then I'll tell you where it's going to end up.
Here we go.
I think you're almost
Enough?
there.
Enough.
Okay. Now. So shark's bite, it's got blood there.
Okay.
Horrible.
Horrible.
And some pieces of pomegranate, which is like you chew upon the flesh, you will chew upon the seeds.
That's why it's called shark's bite.
Happy days to all of us.
Thank God for that. I was a little worried. Not bad. Okay, Mona, before we start, a quick little introduction and tell us a little bit about yourself. You've always sort of believed in growing your own, whether it's your herbs or mushrooms or whatever. How did it all begin?
You know, there was so much time in Dehradun where I lived as a much younger person, where our family was, and that I thought I'd use it more constructively and, you know, gainfully. Also, we were surrounded by people who were very knowledgeable with things like gardening and music. So much that I started to have an apiary. I used to have my own bees, and then I had... It was actually interesting. I had my own hives, and so I used to extract lychee honey, and there was mango honey, jamun honey, winter annual honey, all of them according to the blossoms as they would come and go, you know.
Wonderful. So we're going to now, today, actually make you do something which is quite unusual. Tofu, for example, is great. People know how good it is for health. They want to be able to acquire it. It's not very cheap when you go into the market to buy it. So you're going to actually make tofu for us at home.
Right.
I think it's quite a path-breaking thing to do.
I'm actually going to be making pressed tofu.
Pressed tofu, okay.
Now, pressed tofu, what we've done here is soak these beans overnight. These beans are but a cup, which have now swollen to this size. I'm going to blend it. As you can see, this has to be really well blended because, you know, it has to extract. What is going to come out of this is the pure soya milk. Now, we are going to take this off into a muslin cloth. Onto the muslin cloth it goes.
Okay.
And as you see, it's very thick and pasty.
Yeah.
We have to add more water to thin it down.
Okay.
Chop it up, please. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Now, just keep going through this.
Oh, so you're going to
like that, yeah.
sieve it.
Now we have to lift this. And that's where we go, you see? That's how the milk comes out. Now this milk is as good as gold.
So this is soya milk
This
essentially.
is soya milk, and you couldn't have had it cleaner, clearer.
So you make the
better.
soya milk at home first, and then you
Yes.
make the tofu.
Bit of a messy affair, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I promised you
That's okay.
washed my hands.
Okay.
Okay, now we put this there.
So this
Now,
is your soya milk.
This is the soya milk.
Okay.
Now we're going to put this on the fire. Cook it to just finger dipping consistency, and
So a bit like making paneer.
totally like
Yeah.
making paneer.
And of course, you're going to make a very interesting dish after this with the soya.
No, there's something quite nice happening.
Okay. Should we head to the kitchen?
Okay. Here we are just boiling to finger dipping warmth.
Okay.
And then we will add the coagulant and the tofu will be ready. But in the meantime, let me show you this.
Yeah. This is.
Essentially now the husk of the leftover, the residue of the soya bean. I normally make it into like a little kebab. Mash in lots of ginger and onions, green chili, kuta jeera, and just make it into a tikki and saute it, like a shallow fry, no oil. Very filling, very high fiber, very healthy for diabetics, women,
Menopausal women.
Menopausal.
Excellent.
osteoporosis, food for the gods.
Okay.
Now my finger is just about going into it,
Yeah.
and I'm about to add the vinegar. If you find that it doesn't curdle immediately, you can always play with a little more vinegar, In the meantime, what we're doing here is we're going to heat up
Yeah.
the oil there. You see, now this has curdled.
Yep.
So here goes, and that's the
What is this contraption?
It's a tofu frame to get the tofu to give it a shape.
Oh, okay.
Instead of just hanging paneer like we do, it gives it a sort of
Block-like.
block-like
Yeah, yeah.
appearance it has then. And we put in this wet cloth here. And there goes the curdled tofu. You see, now it will come out
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
block like this. Now we are going to just press this down a little bit
And you leave it to set.
and then leave it to set. In the meantime, the water will keep draining. Right?
Okay. And I can see hot oil. That's groundnut oil, right?
Yeah. So these are sevayas.
Okay.
Very hot oil in a wok. See?
Oh.
That's how quickly it happens. Okay, and out.
Cool. As they say.
Yeah, cool. See? Seema?
Yeah.
The moment the sizzle stops, it's done.
Okay.
So I think we are by and large through with this.
Wonderful.
And then we'll make the dressing now for this.
So you've got sevaiya, you've got tofu, and now you're going to do the dressing.
Right.
Wonderful. And after the break, we've also got prawns for you. So you're going nowhere because we've got Mona with us with all her fun talk.